everybody, I'm back. It's been a while. I hope everybody had a good holiday. I was going to do a series of update videos. A couple of them didn't turn out the way I liked. So I have been working on my town, which I said that's what I was going to do. And on my last On Track Tuesday, I kept one of the videos to show you what this project, the bar turned out to look like now, as opposed to when I started. I showed what it looked like before I started. So I'm just going to give a layout update, I think, and show you guys what I've been doing. This whole town scene I want to finish up and then move on over to the industrial side of the layout, where that nice engine house is, remember, and do work around it and get the background going. I need to get some background buildings. I've got 12 plus feet of background to cover an in scale. So before I start, I'm going to show you a few goodies that I got for Christmas. This is nice for down in the train room. Nice clock, because I need a clock down here. I got to get a battery for it, find a place to hang it up. But a nice GM&O clock, like that. And I did get some photos from my dad, a couple that I really like. This is my favorite. I'm gonna put this on the wall. My other photos over here. This is in Bloomington, probably about 1981 to 3, somewhere in that range. I got a GM&O GP35 up front and a GP8 or 9 rebuilt behind it. Just the basic ICG freight going through, probably heading south, maybe down to the Sparta district. But it's a nice picture. The second one I really like is this one taken at night at the Bloomington station. It's probably pre-Amtrak, probably about, I'd say probably about 1970, probably 69 to 71, somewhere in there, but right before Amtrak. This is really nice, but I like these two a lot. These are going on the wall for sure. But, you know, I got to get some trains. So, got the Amfleet set along with another baggage car, which is great. That's the typical standard 3-coach train they ran most of the time in the 80s. But to pull that, I did get a new F40PH, different number than the other Kato one that I have. This is DCC. Just have to program it and run it and break it in. I can now pull my Southwest Chief up this grade much easier with 2 of these than I can 1. So I should be able to do that now, which is going to be fun. But this Amfleet will be 1, and 1 will pull that pretty easily, even up my grade. So very cool indeed. Well, I'll catch you guys in the new year on Track Tuesday. Also, after the update, I'm going to tack on a few videos. You may have seen them in the Wilmer's page, Indian Head Valley Model Railroad page on Facebook. If you haven't gone there, go check it out. Hit thumbs up, follow it. It's a great page. A lot of guys have been posting videos, but I'm going to put some of those videos on the end of this as well. But I will get into my update, and I'll show you some cool stuff I'm doing, what my plans are, because I have to order a few things. I got one thing on order, and then some future projects to go along with that. So stay tuned, guys, for the update. Okay, yes, I'm actually doing a video. I'm going to begin. We're working on the trackside bar. As you can see, I tore this part. I'm going to redo this kit all the way around. Much better job than before. Of course, we're going to repaint this a different color, take these beer advertisements off of it, do something maybe a little bit more modern. Maybe the Pabst one, the Schlitz one back on there, but this will be the Trackside Tavern and Inn. So we're going to paint it kind of like a red brick with white trim, and of course I'll keep the gray. Probably get the street sign, maybe put it right here. I may put a curb in there. That would probably be a nice little touch, or something that looks like a curb. That would probably be good. And then back here I plan to make a billboard as well for this scene. And maybe do me some automotive advertisements to put on the fence here, and weather them up as well for this gas station, which I do have the sign up. Somehow it got a little bent, but that's what I plan to do. So there's a look at it before. And so when I come back, this will be painted. I will show you what it looks like once I have painted the colors and refurbished this, which is going to take a little bit to get this stuff off of it. So hang tight, guys, and we'll be back in the next segment. Alrighty, guys, so as you saw in the previous little short segment, this is the finished bar. This side, I haven't put the windows in, it's not, so not technically finished. I just put the roof in. You got this on the other side. You can't really see the Coors advertisement. I've got this whole side over here to do something. I'm going to figure out something to do there. On order, I have the Biker Gang Woodland Scenics. They're going to be right in there, along with an old Bachman Ford LTD, like 68 or so, 65, somewhere in there, I think. We're going to do that up too and put it in there. Maybe a couple people in the parking lot. So I have not done my gas station yet, finished it. I still got to put the advertisement, tidy up this fence, but I have been working away on my buildings, and I'm going to show you a little project you can see here. Place the trees, and you can kind of see these cheap Chinese people you get on eBay for like $100 for $2. However, they're not painted really well. They are slightly larger than the average in scale, but not too much. So what I did was I actually painted them, which in scale figures, go figure. But I really like the way this looks. Back up a little bit, get in focus. Looking down this street. So I'm going to get some more people here. Here I'm going to get the Woodland Scenics kids drinking pop. And then, of course, I've got some things to get from my gas station. These trees are great. So put those in as a nice little... You see those in small towns. I think it looks really nice. This looks really cool. Fix my signs. So very cool indeed. I really like the way this turned out. Street lamps are next. Probably one on each corner for sure. Stop signs or stoplights right here. Those are future details I have to get. For the gas station, I want to get the Woodland Scenics tow truck with a car, as well as I think there's one of a guy fixing like an old panel van. I may do that too here, or Rusty's Regrets, I think it's called, and it's an old Plymouth, all rusted up. It may sit back here as well. So just a couple things to make that scene look good, as well as eventually get some more automobiles here for the streets here and mark them. Of course, I got to do some markings, and we're gonna have a couple people walking down this sidewalk in front of the cemetery. I got some tidying up to do, but this is my focus right now, is this town area. So that's what I really want to get done, so I can move over to the industrial side on the other side of the layout. And with this town also, remember, I got to make my sign here and make my billboard to go back in there. So that's coming once I get some ink for the printer, because I don't think the billboard one turned out very good. So, and it might be a little bit large, so I need to find a good advertisement from that era of the 80s and shrink it down a little bit to put in there. But coming along nicely, very nicely. That painted the insulators on that pole right here, and put it there in front of the bar. So I'll probably have a patron coming out there, do the inside job like I normally do. I'm also going to do that on my gas station and eventually light these up. But for now, that's what I've been doing. So I've been doing something. I got back to it. Painting these in scale figures is tedious, so I figured 5 or 6 of them for a day is pretty good. So I'll start on the other side, do some more people for this side, as well as get some more for the bar going as well. And of course, this is all done over here. I'm gonna have to straighten it up a little bit. I got some dirt in there or something, but then go on and put some details in here so I can move on to this side of the layout, which, as you can see, I've been running a lot of trains, which is always fun, and I'll have a few videos here at the end for you. There is my car from On Track Tuesday with the wheel load in it. There's my other Penn Central one to get a better look at them under this camera. Got that back on the layout, and the truck's on it. It's weathered. These are new. I think I showed these back in the summertime on Track Tuesday, and this is rolling now on the layout, which is beautiful. I love it. So you can see I've been running CJCRR trains. I got to get back to running some Santa Fe, just to be, you know, just I've got them. I want to run them. So a lot of stuff to do. Back here, of course, is where I need to focus on background buildings, and I've got a few to buy and look for kits. But you can see I've got a good 12 feet to figure out what to do with back here first, because I want this done before I work forward. That just makes sense, and you're not over the top of your trains. And so that's what I want to do. Coming in the future will be a video about this section right here, where I'm going to make the elevator for this Pillsbury facility. I have a model to go off of, a prototype in Farmer City that I pass on the way home. Sometimes I get a good look at it, especially on a Saturday afternoon when I work and I'm coming home. I'm going to stop and get some photos just to have. So this is the update. I have been working, not much, so stay tuned, guys, and I'll have a few short videos of some trains, of course, running through the layout, over the bridge, through the waterfall area as always. But here's the town, one more look, and so look for a future coming video when I get my bikers in there. I'm going to finish that bar up nice and get it going, put the windows in, and it's gonna turn out nice, guys. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. Thumbs up, like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys all later in the new year. Thanks.